I'm with Ron and Pam Smith from Anderson, Indiana. Pam, this is the 15th annual FlyInCruiseIn. 15 years ago, we contacted you because we knew that you knew about how to do pancake breakfast. You helped us begin. What do you think, Pam? Are we doing a good job?
An absolute wonderful job. I can't believe the people I've talked to today that have been out here 15 years ago and they're back today still supporting the band breakfast, and that's what makes it a real success.
Well, you know what, Pam? You started out helping us out, and I remember we did scrambled eggs that first year.
Yes, we did, because that was what the typical breakfast was. We no longer do those.
Well, I know that today's number, we're right around 3,000 pancake breakfasts, and that's all you can eat pancake breakfast. I know we started with a couple grills. You helped us begin, but we got quite an operation, don't we?
Absolutely. It's just a well-oiled machine here today.
Well, the band boosters are hard-working people, but we want to talk more about what's behind us here. We're with your husband, and Ron and Pam own this incredible airplane back here. This is unusual. It's an airplane you don't see very often. Ron, tell us about this airplane.
It's called a VariViggen, and Burt Rutan designed it back in 1973, 74, back in that time frame, and Mike Melville built and successfully flew the very first one. And he's in there talking right now, and that relationship evolved into him being the first civilian astronaut in space. So,
yeah, and Burt Rutan went on to design the White Knight and the Spaceship One that Mike flew, but it all started when he built one of these.
That's right, and it's a fun little airplane. It was Bert's first attempt at canards. Well, that means a tail in the front. And since this one, there's been a whole family of canard-type airplanes. So this was the very beginning of that movement.
Now, is this airplane all wood?
No, it's mostly wood. The fuselage and the wing stubs are wood. The outer wing panels are foam and fiberglass composites, like the VariEzes and the Long Easies, is planes that came after that. In fact, this is how the VariEze got its name, because it was very easy to build compared to this one. It's very complex. It has retractable landing gear, 4 electric motors in it, all kinds of things moving. And he simplified the VariEzes and the Long Easies quite a bit from this design.
No kidding.
This was a plans-built airplane?
Yeah, back in those days, they didn't have kits, so you bought a set of plans. There were some people that were making parts, the fiberglass parts, some welded parts, so I was able to buy some of those. When he came out with the VariEze, he had this revolution that a kit would be nice. So he started selling kits, but back then the kits was blocks of foam, rolls of fiberglass, jugs of epoxy, and those kinds of things. He just did his shopping for you. Now a kit is prefabricated, lots of parts.
How long did it take you to build it?
Took me 14 and a half years. I started mine 2 months after Mike started his, and he finished his 12 years before me.
Okay. Tell me, what is the engine? How large is the engine?
It's a Lycoming 0320. It's a regular airplane engine. It produces 150 horsepower.
Okay. What is the speed? What do you cruise at?
This one cruises between 135 and 140 miles an hour, and it's pretty slow. In fact, it's probably the slowest of the Rutan designs. The VariEzes and the Long Easies were a lot more efficient.
Pam, did you work together on this airplane?
We absolutely did.
And you're a pilot also?
Yes, I am.
What would the range be if you were to take this on a cross country?
We get about, we burn about 8 gallons of fuel in an hour, and we get about 450 miles on the tank.
And how old is the airplane?
It's about 16 years old now. Been flying since 1989.
And you told me the future, eventually you're going to retire it and put it in a museum someplace?
Hopefully. We'd like to see it go somewhere where it's pride and joy, and we can go back and see it.
Well, it's a beautiful airplane. Pam, we thank you for helping us start the FlyInCruiseIn 15 years ago. And now you're bringing your airplane to show us. We appreciate it, and we'll see you next year.